Hello everyone, DatTech here. Today we will be seeing if the iPad mini first generation is still worth it in 2016.
All my lost boys. Shout out to all my lost boys. We were rowdy. Shout out to all my lost boys. Shout.
Hello everyone, thanks for watching. Today we have ourselves the iPad mini first generation to see if it's still worth it in 2016. I personally use this just for basic things like surfing the web, shopping, taking notes for my school, and doing some school work. Just some basic things about this iPad. It does run iOS 9.3, the latest version. I just happen to have the 16 gigabyte Wi-Fi variant. You do have only 12 to use as normal, and I've only downloaded 7 apps and have 10 left. So if you're going to use it a lot, I'd probably recommend getting the 32 gigabyte model. I'm just going to go ahead, cut to the chase here, and go ahead and tell you if you're looking for a nice $200 tablet to do some web surfing and do simple stuff like that, this tablet will be more than perfect for you. I just have some things for you to consider if you're thinking about buying the iPad mini first generation. The first thing is, if you have a newer phone such as the iPhone 6 or 6S, you will definitely notice the iPad mini is a lot slower. You will notice it crashes apps a lot more frequently, and around just won't feel as fast as your phone. The second thing you should consider is the iPad mini first generation does not have Touch ID. You have to go clear up to the 4th generation to get that. What this means is if you decide to lock your iPad, you're going to have to input your passcode every time, which if you don't remember what the pain of that feels like, it is very, very painful. Okay guys, I'm just going to run a quick little Wi-Fi test here just to see how it compares to the iPhone 6S. Right now it's preparing and it's going to ping all the way up to Columbus, the closest destination we currently have. As we can see, the ping was the exact same time, and the download speed on the iPhone is just a hair bit faster than the iPad, but not too much noticeable if you're just surfing the web doing average things. Now, the upload speed is very poor, but if you do watch the iPad, it slowly climbs up to where the iPhone is. And as you can see, the results kind of come out pretty close. The iPad actually ended up beating the iPhone overall in the upload speed. This was just one test. I wouldn't completely rely on it always to beat your iPhone. Just to get you guys some live results in between what the difference is in between an iPhone 6S and the iPad mini is, I downloaded just a generic little performance test app off the App Store because every time I try to run Antutu, it just doesn't want to run. It'll go about halfway through the process, then it just crashes. So I just got this simple little one just to crunch some numbers. If we go ahead and start running it here, we'll already start seeing after the first CPU numbers come in for like integer math and just finding prime numbers, we'll already see that the iPhone already has 3 and 4 times even more advantage over the iPad. That's just because the iPhone 6S has the A9 chip and the iPad mini would have the A5 chip, so it's still got some time under its belt. If we go ahead and look at the iPhone, we can see that the graphics have already started pulling up and are pretty fast and are doing a good job. Now compared to the iPad, it's just a little bit more slower and does about just what you need it to do. The graphics on the iPad still aren't bad, but if you're, like I said before, if you're used to your iPhone 6S graphics or 6 graphics, you'll definitely notice a difference when it comes to performance. All it's doing now is just some movement and just some filters just to see how that stuff processes. And if you look on the iPhone, we got balls bouncing around at 60 frames a second, and if you look at the iPad, it's got about 59 frames per second. Now here's where things get a little bit more interesting in a 3D environment with the 3 Black Hawk helicopters. You can see the iPhone is just crushing it, but the iPad is just lagging a bit back behind. Still pretty good graphics though for a old tablet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And if you have any questions about my channel or about the iPad mini, what you think I should recommend to you and all that good stuff, please leave a comment below. Or if you want to just tell me how good or bad I'm doing, I will also accept that in the comments below. I will get back with you as soon as I possibly can. Thank you guys. Stay geeky.